This is my grandpa's geocaching talk show.
Welcome to Worldwide Geocaching Podcast, brought to you by My Podcast Radio. I'm your host, HikerJames52
and CrazyCritter66
from the studio in Naples, Golden Gate, Florida. Hey, Crazy Critter.
Hello.
How's everything going this week?
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode number 14. We're getting it up there.
Finally.
Yeah. So, today, we went geocaching this weekend.
And the last one was so disappointing.
Yeah, but we're going to save that for last.
Yes, we will.
Okay, so what we done, we decided there was this power run, and it was called Sable. Let me see if I can find the
Sable 1.
Well, I'm going to find the GC number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe somebody want to follow along with that. We'll start with the Sable 1. That's the Adventures Begins. And the GC code on that would be, if you want to look it up, is GC7NH9X. So we started out with that. It looked pretty easy. It's a mile. There was 10 caches, 1 through 10. That don't sound right, does it?
It was 1 through 10.
Yeah, but the first one wasn't a 1, was it?
Sable 1, the adventure begins.
Okay, yeah.
And then Sable 2, the adventure continues.
Okay, you got it over there on yours?
I do.
Oh, and they keep telling us that they're getting harder and harder to find each one of them. Now, you know, a mile hike don't seem like much when you stop every 528 feet.
That's your opinion.
It was easy.
Going to it was easy.
Yeah, going to it was easy. We had a little shopping bag, little plastic bag that we had 2 bottles of cold water in it. Then we got to about, number 4, and the water got warm.
Real warm.
Yeah, we started late on it Saturday, and something like that, we'd learn our lesson to go about 6 o'clock in the morning.
No. I'll walk in the heat.
Oh, and both of our boots are just our geo boots. Everything starts with geo. If you're a geocacher, everything starts with geo.
Uh-oh.
So our geo boots are pretty much wore out because we've been geocaching in them for 5 years.
A long time.
Yeah. The last pair of geo boots we had, we cached in them for about 3 years.
Nah, then they wore out.
Yeah. And it seems like the bottoms wear out quicker than any of them.
They do.
No more tread left on them. And you're slipping and sliding trying to get up the little hills and stuff. And
they fall apart on the sides.
The sides bust out. I mean, these are nice work boots, steel-toed work boots that we got. And I'm telling you,
geocaching's rough on them.
It sure is. But, you know, if a log or a rock or something falls on them, it's not going to damage your toes.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
And they're not really heavy. The steel-toed is they're made out of some kind of plastic now. They're not steel.
Well, I do know that I've had things fall on them and it don't hurt me, so I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I smacked mine with, what was it? I smacked mine on intentionally the other day over at your aunt's house. Anyway, I hit him hard because I knew it wasn't going to hurt.
Well, I had a piece of steel fall on that one day and it didn't hurt at all.
Yeah. So if you want to go and get a good pair of boots, go to steel-toed boots, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah.
There's a name for that plastic, but I can't think of what it is.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, now that the bottoms are wore down, the insides are wearing out, and we was walking on almost blisters.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, like I said, the farther you go, the harder it's going to be. And I guess we started out about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I think so. It was somewhere around there.
And by 11 o'clock, it was 91 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And it's on a path. It's on a bike trail. Well, we really had to be careful because there's bikes going back and forth. Looked like an interstate, you know.
It did that day.
It was crowded, and they'd had them little bells, you know, dring, dring, and we'd jump out of the way, and it was real curvy. I mean, it was winding back and forth and back and forth, and you couldn't see very far ahead on the trail.
No.
Because of the curves, and you couldn't see very far behind you either. So we really had to keep on our toes.
Keep our eyes and ears open.
Yeah. So anyway, they was easy. I mean, the first one right there, second one was right there, third one was right there, fourth one we had to look a little bit. The fifth one we put 5 down, 5 to go. The next one we posted a nice hide. And the 7th one we posted another great hide. The 8th one we found, and it was in half.
Yeah.
They had put the 2 bottle cap necks together and made a cache out of it. And I've got plenty. I got a few of them left, but it's a easy make geocache. Simple and cheap. All you need is 2 empty pop bottles and a tube of glue. Not Elmer's. No, don't use Elmer's glue on nothing. Gorilla glue or some kind of plastic cement epoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You cut the bottles off at the little ring part right underneath the cap. You smooth it off and you glue the 2 pieces together and you got a geocache. I usually put just 1 cap. I take 1 cap and cut it off just below the little round ring part. Not the piece of plastic on there, but the part to the bottle that's a ring looking thing.
Like the neck?
The neck. Okay. I cut them off at the neck, below the neck, and I set it down on a piece of plastic or a piece of paper or something, and I take one of the round magnets that just set down inside there. Then I fill it up to where it covers the magnet with epoxy. I let that sit and dry. Usually the next day I'll pick it up, and you got your little micro cache. Just take the cap and put your little log sheet in there and put the cap on it and stick it to anything that's magnetic or metal, and there you go. But this one, he took 2 of them and glued them back to back to where you can open up the cap and then more room for a log sheet. And then some tie strap to put it around the tree to hold it there. Now you don't want to put it around the tree too tight because the tree limb will grow and start growing into the strap. So that's not good. You have to change the strap every once in a while, make it a little bit looser. But it was in half. Looked like it had been glued, but the glue would give out. I went to unscrew the cap and both halves fell out on the ground. We got it back on there, I guess, good enough to stay until somebody got there to fix it. But anyway, we tried. I didn't carry my big bag with me because on a big hike like that, I don't want to carry 10 pounds of baggage on me. It's hard enough carrying 2 bottles of water.
Try carrying a big heavy camera around your neck.
Yeah, camera. And so we got there. We got to number 9. And I posted, yes, a little harder, but still no problem. And we got to number 10. Man, we're on a roll, you know. We got 9 out of 9 DNF.
Oh, that whole mile to find all 10 of them. And we couldn't find the last one.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
Oh, that was so disappointing. Head held in shame walking all the way back to the car.
Oh, that was a long walk back to the car, too.
Yeah, and our mile walk and mile back, okay, you got 2 miles there, but then you count all the steps we did looking for the thing, so we walked a total of actually 3 miles.
Yeah, I guess maybe because of where we started and parked and everything else, it come out to 1.44 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a mile and a half. Then we walked back. Then when we walked back, it turned out to be 2.90 or something like that. I don't know, man. So it was a 3 mile. Well, I took my pedometer app on my phone, and we had it running, and it said we walked 3 miles.
That was a long, hot walk.
Yeah, it was. And we looked for 35 minutes for this cache.
You know, I think that's the worst thing is when you've got that many in a row and the only one you can't find is the last one after walking all that far.
Yes, that is. And guess what? After we got home that same day, later on in the evening, somebody else couldn't find it.
That's right, because in her little thing she says, I wish I would have read the entries before I went.
Right. Yeah, the entries on it, I don't know how many people did or didn't find that. I didn't really look at it and see.
I think there was only one that didn't find it before us.
Okay.
But you know, you can't really look at the entries because just because the person ahead of you can't find it don't mean you won't.
Right. You didn't find it, I didn't find it, and everybody else seems like, oh, there's one that didn't find it. That was back in April 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just like this other one we watched for the bull. We've been there twice now, and there's still people in between us that's finding it.
And I told you, we'll go one more time, and if we don't find it on the third try, that's it.
And then guardrail. We had, what was there, 15?
Mm-hmm.
And we found all of the middle one.
Right.
And that was like, what, 40 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
We went up there just for that. And I didn't want to let that go. You know, it was 14 out of 15 on a power run.
Oh.
Guardrails at that.
Yeah.
So then when we found out, we put on there we couldn't find it. And what was it, next day or two, the owner said that he checked on it and found it.
Mm-hmm.
It was
lost. Where it was supposed to be, but it fell behind something where you couldn't see it at all.
So he replaced it, and we drove 40 miles just to get that one.
Just so we could have the full 15.
How many have you done that before?
Oh, you can't stand it when you got that many in a row. You have to have them all.
Yeah. So that's what happened this weekend. We got some exercise though.
Oh yes, we did. Lots of it.
Next weekend, I think we're going to go back out there maybe to watch for the bull.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a special trip too because we've been down there and in that area and got all of them down there.
So far I've done good. Anyone that we couldn't find the first or second time, we've always found the third time.
Yeah.
So this will be the third time, and it's going to be third time's a charm.
Everybody's saying, quick find, park and grab, you know, easy, all that.
And how long did we spend out there looking for it?
I know we spent 30 minutes each time.
I don't get how they're finding that one. But you know what? We'll find it this time.
We know of the guy that's putting it there. And we know how he hides stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know how he hid this one.
Right. This one's stumping us pretty good.
Yep, sure is. Hey, we're doing still doing the challenge for the month. If you find 3 caches with 4 or more favorite points on each cache, send it to us. Send us some proof that you found that. You know, like maybe snip the page shows them 3. That's between April 1st and the 30th. Still got about 2 weeks left, 2.5 weeks left. Send us that to our email address, and we'll put your name down on a list. If there's more than one person, we'll send you a number. And that number is what you're going to be looking for if that's the winning number. And we're going to do a randomized drawing from random.com.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that on my web page. And I'm going to do a live drawing. I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live. I'll do it on Worldwide Geocaching Podcast page, the group page, but then I'll also post it on my podcast radio, and I'll post it on my regular page, Facebook.com/Worldwide Geocaching. Boy, that's a lot of stuff to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll let you know closer to the last episode of the week, of the month, and let you know for sure how to find that. We'll run this every week. until it's over with. Yeah, because the last day, 30th, is on a Tuesday. And so Monday, the 29th, it'll be our last advertisement for this challenge.
Right.
And so we will have it out on the 6th of May.
Okay.
We'll do the drawing and everything. And we'll go live on it and show you just exactly how the randomizer works. You just put your number in between, say there's 15 people that sent in the answer. And so each person will get a number. So when you put between 1 and 15 and hit the button, it randomly picks a number between 1 and 15.
And so far we haven't gotten anybody.
Yeah, hurry up. He might be the only one, too.
That's what I'm waiting to see, because we don't have one yet.
If you're the only one that sends one in, you're the winner. So, but we won't know that until the 5th of May. Okay, let's take a little break here.
We'll be back after this commercial.
E Geocaching Supplies is one of the largest EU suppliers of geocaching and Munsey products. We specialise in retailing geocaching items and Munsey products to the UK and international geocaching and Munsey markets. We stock a full range of geocaching products from geofossils to globetrotter tags and travel twins to exclusive and hard to find geocoins. We also stock a large selection of ready to place caches and an extensive selection of Munsey products. Find us at www.negeocachingsupplies.co.uk.
Alright, check them out. See what they've got. They've got all your geocaching and Munsey supplies and everything you need to get out there and have fun.
All right.
I forgot to mention on the challenge, we are giving away badges, buttons, and travel tags. And you'll win something. You know, if you're a winner, you win something. Send the email to, that's important,
It might help.
to mypodcastradio2018@gmail.com. And we have to have that emails in by the 30th. I mean, if you send it on the 31st, it won't count.
Right.
I mean, not the 31st,
Well,
but the 1st.
There you go.
If you send that email on the 1st of May, it's no good. Has to be in no later than the 30th of this month. So it gives you about 2.5, a little bit less than 2.5 weeks to find 3 caches with 4 or more favorite points on each of the caches. Okay. Alright, let's go into a little story that we came up with the other day, and I was reading it and I thought it'd be nice. I posted it on my group page, Geocaching Podcast, on Facebook, and I posted it as another false bomb threat in Indiana. Apparently, the sheriff's department's supposed, oh boy, did I mess that one up. Apparently, the sheriff's, I got a comma instead of a hyphen.
All right.
I really did good on that one. Apparently, the sheriff's department did not know where geocaches were supposed to be. And I'm gonna go to that and read you just enough to where you can understand why the police department has such a hard time with people.
Oh, I couldn't believe this one.
Yeah, I mean, suspicious device turned out to be a geocache. This was in Indian River County in Indiana. Suspicious device found in a parking lot that caused several stores to be evacuated and prompt the response of the bomb squad turned out to be a geocaching container. It's unusual because geocaching containers are not usually found in parking lots. That was from the St. Lucie Sheriff's Department's captain and bomb team commander. The items are usually found in woods, natural trails, and parks.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I'm going to read that. The item was found on a concrete post at the bottom of a light pole.
You know how many geocaches we find in parking lots?
Our unmanned robot and bomb technician inspected the device. The person that called it in said it was a box what appeared to be wire sticking out along with a CO2 canister.
There you go, the wires.
Yeah. What's a CO2 canister? That's a pill bottle, maybe? So, there was no items found inside the box in the parking lot. I wonder if they signed a log.
Did they blow it up?
No.
Okay.
They didn't blow it up.
Shocking.
But after 2-hour-long evacuation of nearby stores, officials found the canister was actually a metal pill bottle. I was right. And then the wires were decorations. Inside the bottle, officials found a geocaching log sheet.
Don't put wires on your geocaches.
For decorations or anything.
I'm telling you.
I first thought, the wire was maybe where it was hanging on the pole or hanging in a tree or something or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I wish they'd have given the GC code on that one.
Oh, boy.
That would have been cool to look that up. The item has been turned over to the Indiana River County Sheriff's Office. So, is that evidence they ain't going to be able to get it back?
I don't know.
Is it archived now or what?
Good question.
I bet somebody could convince them that it's legal to put them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it was a metal pill bottle, that would look like CO2 canister. But people see this stuff, man. I'm telling you, that's why you got to watch for muggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know what you got, and if they see you looking suspicious, they're going to check you out when you leave. They're going to look. Oh, how many times have we waited for somebody to leave before we put one back?
A long time.
Yeah. And some people, of course, you can almost tell, like the older people, they look curious. And you explain it to them what you're doing, and that's fine with them.
And that's what I was going to say. The older people, at least they'll come up and say, hey, are you looking for something or what are you doing? Rather than staring and calling the police because they don't know.
First thing we tell people, if they ask us, did we lose something, we'll say, no, we're playing a treasure hunt game and called geocaching. And then we explain it to them. Then, like that one, they come over there and helped us look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was pretty neat. And the one guy with his son fishing, his son was interested in what we was doing.
Right, and he'd never heard of it before, but he helped look.
Yeah, and his dad just stood there and was listening, and then we seen him again on another one down the road.
Uh-huh.
They moved their fishing spot, and we moved to a different geocache, and there they was again. And the kid helped us look for that one.
Yeah, he did. He didn't know what he was looking for. He was just looking for something that looked out of place, he said. And that's what you do.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. So, there we have it. I've seen several. There's one, was that in Ohio or somewhere where they actually did blow up one?
I don't remember where that was, but yeah, I do remember blowing it up.
Fork of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody seen it, and they called them, told them, so make sure you hide them good. You can, there's some that we couldn't even tell. They've have leaves over them and sticks over them and everything. And they're in the open. They're right there, but they're just covered up to where you can't see it.
Right.
And if they see an ammo can, you better have a geocaching sticker on that because they think that's a bomb for sure.
You better write geocaching across it.
Yeah. Because I miss them ammo cans. The only one I know of down here is Florida's oldest geocache. That's called the Christmas Cache. I think it was placed in 2002.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while. Seminole State Park.
They had a big burn, controlled burn, and it just fried the can. All the paint was peeled off of it and everything.
But obviously it was a lot easier to find.
It was pretty easy to find when I went. I went and found it about 4 years ago, maybe 5. It was a long walk. It was a 3-mile. That was a 3-mile round trip, wasn't it?
I don't know how far that one was. I didn't go.
I think it was. And they had just moved it because the park says that they're tromping down the vegetation.
Right.
And In other words, somebody made a trail to it.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to move it. Well, when I went, there was still a little trail to follow. It looked like a place where rabbits or deer or something been going back and forth in there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a really packed down trail, but
Yeah.
it was. You could follow it right to the cache. Ammo can, that was tied around a tree with a rope, just so I guess the animals wouldn't drag it off.
Yeah, probably.
There was a few of them up in Ohio that we found. There was another ammo can on a horse trail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lucky, I think, or something, what it was called. Had the horseshoe for the first stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like ammo cans and things that big. I really wish we'd find a lot more of them down here. You hardly ever see them here.
Right. And then that Texas size, we talked about that, I think, last week.
Yeah, I think so.
It was like 3 times, maybe 4 times the size of a regular ammo can.
That would be nice.
Yeah. But I had to wade the river waist deep to get to it.
Yeah.
That was fun. We didn't have no alligators and snakes up there in that river, though, like they do down here.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Alligators, pythons.
They're always saying, don't get in the water down here. Don't get in the water. Okay. But we were out fishing there one day in the canal, and I fell in it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep my phone from getting wet and stuff. And I'm splashing around and slipping and sliding. And they said, you need some help? No, I'll get out. You want us to throw the rope? That was when we had that rope in the car.
Yeah, we had the rope then.
And want us to throw the rope down there to you? I said, no, I'm okay, And I never thought nothing of it until later. There's alligators out. We go down there and watch the alligators in the water.
Uh-huh.
And
all that splashing you were doing.
Wow, man. That's geocaching for you. And, well, of course, that was a fishing trip, but...
Yeah, it's amazing what you'll do when you go geocaching.
It is. We keep going.
Yeah, why do we do that?
Because it's fun.
All right.
No, it was fun when we first started. We're addicted to it now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's an addiction. It's a good one, though.
Well, gives you exercise, something to do. It's fun.
Teach your kids how to geocache and they'll never have money for drugs.
There you go. Hey, teach them to geocache. You'll get them off the computers and games.
Yeah. I posted on my group page, Worldwide Geocaching Podcast, what was there, 10 games, I think it was, that your kids could, they're apps for your phone, for outdoor adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get them off of the screen and the TV and stuff at home, get them outside. I mean, there's fresh air down here. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to walk outside for a while and get exercise.
No, you need that sunshine for that extra vitamin, too.
Yeah, you got to have, they say so much time in the sun every day.
It actually helps you.
This once a week where we're getting the sun is, I guess, works.
Yeah.
We're about to the end of our show. I guess we probably maybe got about 5 minutes left there. Let's give us some shout-outs.
All right, go ahead.
The people. Shout out. There you go.
Shout out to all you awesome geocachers.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Johnson.
There you go.
Over in the UK. And Paul Suggett over in the UK. Chris's name is The Lambs at 9. And Paul is...
Pilot Sug.
Yep, Pilot Suggs. Yeah. James the Third up in Ohio. I couldn't tell you what his name is.
I couldn't either.
He took all the vowels out of his last name and used them other letters that was left.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Hi, James.
Yeah, hey, James. Then we got Kenny Gibb and his wife. It's
K&B.
K&B out in Arizona.
And Paul, it's James's fault. I remembered your name. I was trying to remind him.
Hey, I don't see it every day. I talk to him, but it's his real name that I talk to.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
So, it's hard to remember all the names.
Oh, it is.
I want to give a shout out to Snook. Snook?
Go ahead.
I'm not going to be that ornery, but Snook, you are doing a good job
Yeah,
hiding.
you are. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, a good job, man. I'll tell you.
Come out here and show us where this sable tin is.
We were so aggravated at you when we first started hunting for your caches, and we said no more Snooks.
And then you just couldn't stay off of it.
I can't because it's a challenge.
It is. It
Yeah.
can be.
And we'll find that last one. We will do that. We will find that last one.
If not, we will come hunt you down.
We'll hunt you. We'll find you. And we go to one of them meet and greet meetings and say, "Where's that Snook at?"
Yeah, beware. We're looking.
He is an evil cacher. I mean, there's the buttons that you can post on there that says Easy Cache,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another one with the red line through it that says Not Easy Cache, and then there's one that says Evil on it, and I'm going to get that and post that on some of his.
Give him the evil.
Give him the evil cache there, but they're good. I mean, when you find them, they're good cache.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job of putting them out there. It's just that we're not doing too excellent to finding them.
Oh, we did good with the first 9 on that one.
Yeah. All them other ones, though, it took us a while to find, but they were nice once we got them. The homemade ones.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I like those.
So, keep putting them out there, Snook. He just put them 10 out there, the first of the month.
I think so.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're going to have to let this go. We're running out of time, and we hope you enjoyed this episode.
To find out more about geocaching, go to geocaching.com, and from there you will find all the questions and answers for what geocaching is all about. Then you can sign up as a free member or as a premium member and get started as a new geocacher and enjoy the worldwide treasure hunting game wherever you are. That's www.geocaching.com.
All right, there you go. Check it out. And that will tell you all the answers that you might have for your questions about geocaching or what to do, where to start, and how to do it, and everything. It's worth the trip up there to that website and check it out. Join for free or optional to be a premium member. You get the free app, download it on your phone, and go. That's it. All it costs you is the gas money to get there.
Easy as
Unless
pie.
you've got a bicycle.
That's right.
Yeah, and we're going to get us one. We're going to go hunting for some used bikes.
Oh, are we now?
Yeah, we are. I'm getting tired of this 3-mile hikes every weekend.
Oh.
I want one of them little bells. Dring, dring.
Oh, you want one of them too? Well, let's go see if we can find us a little siren to put on them.
Yeah, a little siren.
Let everybody really jump out of the way.
We geocachers, move out the way.
There you go.
All right, everybody. Y'all have fun. Have a fun week and have a safe week. And whenever you go geocaching, be fun and safe with that too. And until next week,
Cash on.
cash on.
See ya.